let's head on up to Silver Division, where we have Wodar currently rampaging through the division along with Yerant.
Yep.
Both of those guys
Yeah,
with,
I think they have
wins and draws so far.
Yeah, all wins and one draw.
Yes, Wodar so far has been undefeated. His only draw was against Yeren. Same could be said for Yeren, I believe.
Yep.
Too, so.
Yeah, and they are really the class of the division. Everybody else is struggling for wins. Right behind those is Teetery, who's 2-3, 2 wins, 3 losses. James 1-3 coming into this match. Turnout has yet to win a game, or has yet to win or draw a game, and Checker has yet to win or draw a game, and has yet to play several of his games as well.
Yeah, let's put it like that. Checker.
Yeah. But that just means he has more opportunity, right? So doing better than Turnout? ? Anyway, so Wodar versus James. Probably the favorite here is going to be Wodar. And really kind of a must win for James. If James loses this, he goes to 1-4, I think, and has 2 points. Definitely locked out of the top 2 at that point, and then it's just a question of you're fighting with Checker and Turnout and maybe Teetery to stay out of that bottom 2.
So yeah, Wodar right now has 9, I believe, right? Yes, Wodar 9.
Yeah, Wodar has 4 wins and a draw for 9 points. Yes.
Yeah. And Yeren has 5 wins.
Given Yeren's week 6 result, Yeren has 11 points. So Wodar needs to win this to stay even with Yeren.
So I'd say unless Wodar or Yeren have really bad luck, they're almost locked into top 2, aren't they? Or at least
almost. I mean, they're not quite there. Teetery could still mathematically catch them. It's just not very probable. Have they played each other yet? I think they have, didn't they? That's probably the one draw. Yeah, that has to be the one draw that they have against each other, I would imagine.
Yeah. Teetery.
Right.
Yeah. Anyhow, let's focus on
pick some bands. Let's do it.
Okay, so all right, so the bands are easy. Wodar bans nothing.
Yeah, of course, like always.
And then actually James also banned nothing.
Sure.
Wow.
Why wouldn't you ban? I don't get it. Why wouldn't you ban Balcony against Wodar? He loves it.
Yeah, I don't know, because the first pick out of Wodar is not a surprise. It is in fact Balcony.
Yeah, entirely predictable.
You don't say.
A shock. The second pick is also not much of a surprise. Courtyard.
All right. Yeah.
You got awesome Courtyard.
And the next pick is actually, actually kind of interesting. It's Modern.
Modern from Wodar is an interesting choice. I don't know his thinking on that as yet, but we'll see how he does.
Yep, and the final pick, we might get to see the new Terrace. This will be, I guess, the first time we'll see it in play. If we get that far.
First time we're seeing new Terrace. Yeah,
yes.
If we get, it is at the end, so we might not get there. But if we get there, it'll be very interesting to see how this game plays competitive.
Yep. All right, I am all ready to go.
Yeah, James's boots on Balcony, right?
Yes.
Yep, that is what I have as well.
Then I am set.
All right, and we're good to go. And 3, 2, 1, planet.
All right. The immediate flirt is probably wise here. Yep, there you go.
Yep.
Get in there. It's way more suspicious to be the second flirter than it is to be the first flirter on Balcony. Yeah.
Yeah, because the spy would usually still be under AI control for that first talk. So it's quite unlikely. We still get a highlight for that talk.
Yeah, but these are really high-level Balcony players, though. So, that first flirt isn't exactly going to get them off scot-free either.
Oh, yeah, of course. But it is a safer option out of the 2, as it were.
That's a very good flirt. Now we can white test from a distance, which is very valuable on Balcony.
We might get unlucky with the 17 there, and we would need an 18. But
seduction target is being wonderful. This might be a win. The only thing that's going to get a shot here is the old that you're the spy and you're standing still and talking game, which is it's difficult to detect, but it's possible to detect.
I'm tempted between banana bread and seduction there.
Yeah, how we do on the banana bread is going to matter here, I think.
You need to green it, and then you're fine. I think if you green it, you're fine. Oh, I love that against Wodar. No, you're leaving a full convo.
Yeah, you are
Well,
doing
that's more
that.
of against KCM rather than against Wodar, but that's why it would be good against Wodar too.
I don't like walking back into the same position in the CC at that 6 o'clock, even though it's probably not a flirt with the same person. I think I would have preferred just the BB. Yeah, we're talking over someone here.
We still need to banana bread, and we're gonna have to talk twice in a row.
Yeah,
for
see,
that.
the DA is not cooperating.
We get a green, but we get a fake green.
Yeah, and Wodar's not biting on the fake either.
Well, he doesn't know it's a fake, right? In balcony, you don't see a double agent. Oh,
That's a shame. Yeah, but he wasn't shooting someone. He would have shot someone if he thought that was real or that they were done. Yeah, that's a shame. Like, had the chance to win the game with about a minute left there and passed it up for that leave.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate choice.
I'm not sure I agree.
There.
I'm not sure I agree. You probably lose that game if you white test it, but
you're
you got
gonna
a good chance
lose
to
it
green
if you white
test
test it at any time, pretty much.
And yeah, a lot of things can go wrong if you let that opportunity slip through your hands. And
yeah,
balcony
is one of those maps where you can't let those opportunities slip away because
it just
they don't
happened to
always
go
come
wrong.
around.
It just happened to go wrong there, and it had a chance to
It's
happen.
RNG.
Mm-hmm. All right, game 2.
Oops.
Wodar up 1-0.
And it's 1-0, not 3. All right, there we go. And I am ready to go. Got Wodar as Alice in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Here we start at Windows. Oh wow, no, that's a crowd.
That is a crowd.
And
you can almost highlight all those people and low light everyone else. That's fun.
And the thing is, RST came second, or third rather, in that little group. So that's very fortunate for us. And going back to next to RST makes very legitimate choice in terms of what was available. So Wodar's in a good position. So
that's too bad.
Was that a red, or did she just leave?
She just left.
Aww.
Yeah, the flirt cooldown actually hadn't occurred yet. Fair. Happened about an instant after she left. And now she's going to go to that open spot, probably on the far side, which is not what we want.
Well, it's still close-ish, especially if we can get a green, we might.
Yep, we do hit the green. Well. We do hit the green.
Nice. So now we need only 25%.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very good place in balcony. Like you need it close, but you don't need it that close. You can have
green tests, and Carlos will look suspicious. Can't be done yet though. Or maybe he can be done. In James's mind, he just gets the bullet for the white banana bread.
I mean, it is the Wodar shot to take against Wodar.
That was the Wodar shot, but the Wodar shot is not the way to go. I don't think Carlos was really done there, especially if you're counting that as the white banana bread. I think he could have been a little bit more patient.
Actually, I don't even. I'm just sort of watching. Carlos doesn't really talk much at all on the first.
Yeah. I was counting talks there, and I don't think he could be done. Yeah.
And kind of the other kind of more interesting thing to note here is that James did not highlight or low light anybody.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I mean, on balcony, you don't really need the highlights and lights. I mean, the memory is pretty simple here.
Yeah, I mean, it's still helpful.
It can help. Yep. But there's a school of thought that says you don't want to move your laser too much, and if you can keep your camera perfectly still, that increases your chances of guarding bugs and such, and that makes sense.
With this amount of players, characters, it can be more of a distraction rather than use.
All right,
so 2-0 Wodar on balcony. So as expected, perhaps, but I mean, James perfectly capable. James very good on balcony himself.
Yes.
Perfectly capable of cracking it back. So let's see what happens here.
All right, I am ready to go.
Yep.
In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
James was actually the person I played against first in the balcony tournament a couple of years ago. So he did leave me with quite a good impression.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Look, that's a great banana bread. Even though we're highlight because Seek looks even more suspicious than we are, and Pearls also looks suspicious because that CC placement is awful from those two AIs.
It's ugly as hell. I don't know what AIs were thinking.
And Seek talks right afterwards. That is horrifying.
Oh, that's so good for James.
And then does a thing that looks like a spy trying to lose heat. It's if Seek walks in and talks right next to Pearls, Oh god, that's a bad entry.
Another
No.
oh no, that's
Oh, okay, it's a briefcase. Okay. God, I was getting really worried.
See, we
there.
get even they get even low lit for it. Which I wouldn't have low lighted there, but I can very logically see why.
Yep. So we're at 51%. We're doing just fine here.
If we have a green, then
Yep.
we're awesome. If we are not, then it becomes a bit interesting.
Yep.
Pearls is next to us again.
And Rocker gets shot. Rocker, I think Rocker's last talk was not within 45 seconds, and I don't think necessarily that anything happened to justify that shot. I don't think both of those talks could have been flirts, basically.
Yeah, that was not what would have been expected.
Yeah, the low light onto Seek I think was questionable, even though Seek was an AI. And James did a good job of sort of blending in. Like with a highlight, we were fine. Well, like we weren't the top suspect at any point during that match, I think.
Yeah.
So here we go. Wodar as Papa Danger on balcony, and James can get a chance to tie it back up with a shot.
So yeah, I was looking at it. Rocker talked 3 times. Once during the BB, and she didn't move at all. She stayed in one spot.
Yeah, she had one flirt done.
Yeah.
And then that second talk couldn't have been a flirt. I'm pretty sure because
No, that
was
was
like what, like a
that
minute?
was her third talk.
Yeah, I know, but the second and third talk couldn't have both been flirts because they were within 45 seconds of each other, right?
Yeah, possibly.
Like,
but anyway,
yeah, I want to say they were like 20 or 30 seconds apart.
Yeah, well, either way, Wodar was
counted in a nervous competitive setting, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, we are Papa Danger. Get that going, and I'm ready to go.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, planet.
It is now 2-1 Wodar's favor. Chat points out, oh, the bug.
Yeah, Kaylee's correct there, Aaron.
The dirty bug. Very nice. But we're placed badly in the conversation now, which we didn't need to do, I don't think.
Very much so.
So if James didn't see that, we should win.
Are we ignoring Toby though?
I don't think so. I didn't see it.
He was just standing there, I guess.
I mean, we're in great shape here.
Oh wait.
No. We bugged.
All right, we do a silent game.
Yeah.
Oh, it seems we have some issues with the scoreboard.
Yeah, I think the scoreboard says 2-1 James instead of 2-1 Wodar, but.
Ah.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, so that probably means that James saw the bug, and was just waiting for Papa Danger to do flirts. Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, that hand was stiff.
Yep.
That was stiff. Yeah. Oh, and then James just confirms he was 90% sure on the bug at the beginning. So.
Yep. Very nice.
Yeah.
Good patience to wait for the flirts. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well done there, James.
All right, so on we go.
So we're tied.
James,
You tied up
James
on tied up on Wadar's own pick and his his sort of favorite map, which is pretty is about the best you can hope for with balcony against Wodar.
James is definitely he's doing well. I've been going evensies with Wodar on balcony, perfectly fine. Now we're in courtyard though, so we'll see if anyone's able to break serve and get a spy win.
All right, I am ready to go. Let me know when you're both loaded in.
Yep, ready.
All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1, planet.
Starting as the teal dress there. Not doing flirt, which is probably okay against Wodar because he might track it. I would imagine Wodar tracks that. Perhaps. Haven't really played Wodar, but he strikes me as that kind of player.
Yep. Going right for flirt here. Oh. Not where I would have stood.
Yeah, very much so. That was...
I mean, it looks ugly, and it's also far from the ST, so we're not really getting anything good going on here.
But then
Although
you
it
would
does
get
look
the
like
wrong pairing.
yeah, I mean, we're trying to get ourselves paired with Plane Twin, I suppose, but that's just not super valuable in Courtyard most of the time.
My heart says sneaky bug. My mind says no way.
Yeah, there's no way to do that bug in a sneaky way.
Yeah.
Like we weren't in
'cause
range
its
to do the
laser's
standing
there.
bug. Yeah, I mean, yeah, even if we just couldn't bug through Plane, we didn't have the distance. Again with the distant flirt,
Oh.
and we get sunshined anyway.
Well, it doesn't matter, because RST leaves.
That clock is rapidly ticking down, and we have 19% flirt done.
We're nowhere nearly good progress. At this point, we have to look either at like almost 2 time ads, or framing, or what was that stop about?
I don't know. I'm not sure what we were trying to do there. Like that stop point was far away from an empty spot in the convo.
Like general, there was a redhead coming to that statue, perhaps like statue repathing.
Fingerprint on this statue.
A difficult one.
Yeah. See if we hit it. Swap. We're not even going to get the fingerprint. We're just going to put it right back down and leave. And that's 2 missions done, and we green test. So
banana bread.
I don't get the banana bread. I guess we're trying to distract from the swap, which still hasn't been seen.
And we have not been seen at statues, so
green
James
pearl.
is getting into a better.
I don't like green purloin. I would have just gone and go and do the banana bread and then flirt.
If
like,
you hadn't done a fake banana bread, I might be okay with it. Now I don't understand it.
I mean, go flirt. Yeah.
Yeah, just don't
Tough shot for Wodar here potentially. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, because we were missed at statues, so that's
Yeah, Wodar just left a little bit too big of a hole in the statue coverage. James was able to sneak in there, get the swaps, get the inspects without being seen. And then the only questionable part of that second part of the game, I think, was the second purloin, which I don't think was necessary and very risky. I think just do the real BB and you're fine, I think.
Especially because you have fake banana bread, so Sniper is gonna have potentially one more mission in their tracker count.
Although I guess the theory is maybe you green it and do the fake BB and bait the wrong shot. But I mean, when you're 70% flirt, who cares? Just finish it.
Yeah, I'd say just be a little bit more boring there.
Yeah, maybe. Although again, like boring is what the sniper expects when you've done a hard tell. I don't know that Wodar ever actually saw the swap, ever in that game.
Wodar's pretty well known for not tracking swaps as closely as other players.
Might not have seen it. All right, let's do game 2. James1221 with the ability to break serve. All he's got to do is shoot Wodar.
Yep. And here we go. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Starting off with that close range flirt, 34%.
Quite quirky repathings there, but it's
it's time of chaos. Yeah, who cares?
Absolutely fine. It may even look very much AI-like.
And a green test BB. That plus the 34% flirt is a great way to start your day on Courtyard 2.
Indeed. Do we want to rush?
I do like me some rushes. We are going to get the briefcase. Probably going to be seen with it. Are we going to try? We could put it down and maybe not be seen. Yeah, if we just put it down, we never would have been seen with it. But that's always tricky to assume, of course.
Yeah.
We're going to return it. Nowhere to fit in this convo. Ooh, kind of ugly.
Oh, yeah. Sorry for weird noises there, Chad, but yeah, that's...
Andrew Ryan Bales makes it look a little better. Is Amma visiting statues? No, he's not.
We'll still need to... Oh, we get a green, and we're in great position for flirts.
Probably I would go to statues right now.
Yeah, statues, and then look for that second print, and...
Yeah, timer flirt is another option, but you're going to be left with about a minute 10 to do that last print and to do statues, and it's getting.
And you're 15% away from completion. There, you don't need a close flirt.
Yeah.
So not waste your time on it, and better do other missions, especially with that timer. Yeah.
we go to statues. Yeah. Yeah. That has a fingerprint on it. That's good.
Okay, so we
Finish
just
that
need
off.
to finish flirt. Just don't go next to her, go across her,
Hmm.
and don't test to talk.
Yeah, probably
But
want to
this
stand
is-
right there to the right of orange dress is the best place to stand, or to the left of orange dress, excuse
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
I
Boom.
probably would
Immediate
have gone
talk and stop
completely.
talk. It was seen the stop talk, but who cares? Very well played game from Wodar. Good attention paid to fingerprints,
Yeah,
and James just didn't shoot for fingerprints, and that's how
well
you
done.
go. That's how you're gonna
So
win.
that puts it at 3-3 a tie, right?
Yep, we're currently at a tie party.
Mm-hmm.
On to the next one. Ooh, be Alice.
Yep.
I'm ready to go in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
What to do? What to do?
Oh, if only we didn't have had or whatever grammar is drink in that left hand.
I think Wodar would have guarded that bug.
Banana bread.
White test, banana bread, lights. What did Wodar assume real there? No, he just got the load off the drink take. Got it.
Right.
So we
34% flirt. Good start. Once again, half a minute in.
Oh,
Banana
we're the
bread
only
and
we're
then
the
white
only
and flirt.
person highlight in this convo. I'm not sure why.
Oh,
We were
what are we
talking.
highlight for?
Could be for flirt. Could be for bad positioning. Could be for a few things.
It isn't a bad positioning though. It's very decent.
It's a little cramped, but yeah, I don't think it justifies a
I
highlight.
mean, so is mom. So is teal dress rather.
It had to be for the flirt, or because Wodar thought we white test banana breaded.
And now we're probably getting paired.
Oh, sunshine.
Oh, yeah, our selection target leaves. That's quite sad. So we have 1 minute 40 left, and we need 2.5, a little bit more missions.
Yeah,
We
but
need
the
to
bad
do
thing is that
something.
we're already highlight, and we haven't done statues or any of the standard things that increase suspicion.
We need to
and
do
big
something, and
spikes.
we need to do a lot.
Yeah,
For
we need to get
time
that.
ad,
We need to get
is
that flirt
somehow
in.
frame.
Yeah, I mean, this is a little late. We flirt this. We've got DA and 2/3 flirt done. Oh God.
Oh
Well,
my goodness.
that's trouble. I feel
Well,
like
General must have military
we
obligations.
don't
So.
really have the time. I mean, unless you want to try an inspect swap or something, you're not going to finish here. I think
Even
maybe,
then, you have to like purloin and spec swap because
I
flirt is
well, I
out of
mean,
the question now.
I don't think it's quite out of the question yet. You could still get it done, but
Not without being cheesy, suspicious.
yeah. I mean, you'd have to cheese it up pretty here. Yeah, pulls Toby over. I'm
Ooh.
thinking this is the right way to go. And leaves. Oh, that was a perfect departure, Purloin. I'm not sure I like going to the statues. I would just wait for Wodar, hopefully, to shoot the. Oh, and we Fako. That was clearly white. Yeah. I like the first part of that play from James, but I think I would have just let the Purloin hopefully get someone shot.
But I think I would have done. Steve was at statues. I would have chased him to statues to. I was about to say finish flirt, but to continue flirt and then get statue inspect there, because
Yeah,
one pad, 2 missions progress.
Yeah, I don't hate that play. It probably would have gotten a shot, but there's no way for James to know that he got highlit for that, I guess, talking in the early game there. Without knowing that you're already highlit, that's probably just fine. But there, yeah, as you can see, Wodar was following him around. Wodar was looking right at that statue when he tried to frame a green.
Yeah.
So, no bueno.
And with that, Wodar takes the lead back. He's up by 1 point, 4-3. And he
Now
is
Wodar with the chance to break serve as the spy. Yep.
Yep, here we go. As Taft, the fastest character in the game currently, unless you count Damon. We're ready to go in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
That's an interesting place to stand. Yeah.
Yeah. Like.
And the time ad on top of it.
I mean, you have to push the wheelchair, I guess, but.
There you go.
No.
Just being polite.
Yeah.
Into the useless convo. Very interesting.
And we do have an SDA, so even if we fake, we would get suspicion because the other
Yeah,
SDA is out of
well,
combo.
I don't think Wodar would fake in a combo like this
Yeah.
without a very good reason to do so. So we're just chilling, using that 45 seconds we added to the clock.
30 seconds. Oh, sorry. So yeah, 45 seconds gone with that. I keep forgetting this is 3 minutes.
Oh, not a great entry, but sort of justified
Not
by
a terrible
general.
either, though. Like, I would not lowlight for it for sure, but I would not have them on top of my blacklist either. And that's a censored hummus reference.
That's
yeah,
interesting. Rocker puts down the same statue and then picks it up again. That's always interesting when that happens. Or they're just going to timer flirt. It looks like.
We don't have time for it though. I don't think we do.
We'll have to do something fast at some point if we timer flirt, but we can afford it for now. We still got 2 minutes 30.
I guess also there's so comparing to the challenger match that we saw, players there were very much more significantly more active, and here it's more idling, more.
Well, both these players will punish you a lot more for just moving around behind the back bug. No, he stops. But another thing is that a lot of the maps that were being played in the last match were a little bit more friendly to moving around, like Library, for instance.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Near its balcony and courtyard. Legit point.
Time is ticking down now for sure, though.
We might get a print here. If Amba is nice, well, we get a bug there, but doesn't matter.
For I don't know what. Not sure what that was for. I was watching her there, and she did everything correctly, I think.
What was? Let's see what James was watching.
I mean, she was at the statues, but I don't know what she did to get shot. It must maybe a hallucinated swap. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. There was Okay, so what's a little weird is their position on the pad. She's almost at the other statue pad.
Yeah.
But she picked up. I mean, I don't know if that would be enough.
You can't shoot for that.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely can't, because I mean, the AI is going to be the one that gets that more often. But yeah, it's weird because Alice was not a highlight up until that point, so hard to say.
Yeah, tough shot.
Was that statue printable, perhaps?
I don't know.
I don't think I'd seen the Amba go to a statue all game.
Yeah, me neither.
All right, either way, Wodar does indeed break serve, so it's going to be up to James to bring this back up.
Yep.
On we go to Modern.
Yep. Just about ready.
Yep, I am loaded.
All right. Are you ready, Kaylee?
I'm ready to go.
Awesome. And here we go in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
And this is a really unpleasantly high-pressure game here. If James loses this one, then he basically has to run 3 straight games just to get a draw.
Yeah. And also, James does confirm in the chat that it mostly was convo positioning, pad positioning there for shooting Alice. Which is questionable, but I mean, once you're in the game itself and once you're in the competitive game itself, it's a completely different ball game. Here, we're here on our couches and summer heat or less chill evening for some, so we're comfortable, we're just looking at it and we're judging everyone
with our snifters of brandy going like, yeah, so that was a slightly questionable shot. Yeah, it is definitely a lot harder when you're in the heat of battle and you're trying to get any
well, we might very well have
can we cast like that from here on out?
Oh, just fancy British people? Yeah, I think that's a great idea. We get that flirt, we do, but I'm not going to do it. But we still have a delegate in hand that we could use if we wanted to.
We should move on that pretty quickly, I believe.
I don't know. He might have just taken it as a formality. I'm not sure he intends to actually use it.
Oh, yeah. We get neutral for some reason. And we only now
we're only just now fingerprinting the drink for some reason, yeah. I thought we did it back there.
I guess we have missed it, or But I mean, it's always in our hands, so unless we finish it, we're good.
So what next? Modern is not a map where you can kill a lot of time doing really anything.
Yeah.
Gonna chase the ST here, maybe.
We probably
That's
should.
not usually the path we take on Modern.
Oh,
We are going to chase the ST though.
Yeah, good decision there, and we get an opportunity for some microfilm action there.
Yep.
Whether
what are we
it's
going to do with
with
this
or
book?
without an action test.
Yep. We're going to steal it.
Yeah, microfilm action without action test.
Heading
Probably.
into
I like
this convo. I don't know why.
Useless convo, and I'd say we don't have time to idle in useless convos with only 1 minute 30 left, and still not having completed even one mission.
Banana bread.
Green test, banana bread, and splits. I don't know. That's a little too cute on Modern. I feel like and the 360. I think it's mostly a distraction for books. Let's see if it works.
Fair enough. I'm not a big fan of 360 there, but I wouldn't be too suspicious about it either. Myself sniping there.
Nope.
We are going to. Interesting. Must have been for microfilm because that was the first
probably.
statue visit.
Yeah, that was almost certainly for microfilm. Yeah.
So now Wodar is guaranteed a tie.
Yep, and he gets 3 shots at winning as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Very
tough
good
one for
position.
James to come back.
But 2 of them are spy. 2 of them are spy.
Yeah,
so
we've seen comebacks like this before. It can
We've
indeed
seen
happen.
even bigger come.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so.
All right. Anyway.
But one thing we know, Wodar is still undefeated.
Yes, that is true. And so it will not be easy for James if he does indeed mount a comeback.
Shot for the briefcase, ignore it. No, I don't think so. I mean, that's not really something you can shoot for because AIs do that all the time. Like more likely, if Wodar was confident enough to shoot on Modern that early,
yeah, and
he probably saw the hardtail.
James hadn't even picked up the statue yet, so Wodar wouldn't have even had enough time to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that could have still been a briefcase, actually. Yeah.
All right, when we're ready to go as red dress /hair /Oprah, in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Wodar can afford to be a little saucy here. He's got a few games to give, a few shots at the win here.
Yeah, but you don't want to let that go too far either, because then you're just idling on your own laurel leaves, as we say here.
Yeah, sure.
You're just
resting on your laurels is the English expression. That's an ugly entry.
Yeah, we sing what do we see? We see sleeping.
That's not the place to stand. If you're he does delegate. Sort of standing noticeably close to the guy there, though. Although I kind of like that we also are standing noticeably close to Smallman, and he's closer to the sniper than Carlos is. So that's a little bit of a mind warfare kind of thing you can do there. See, this person I'm standing right next to that you can see, Smallman, he didn't leave. It can't be a purloin. Carlos takes the drink. The list is gone. What is Wodar going to do?
Oh, next? James should be seeing that right now because Toby is very much in his view. Yeah, Wodar starting flirt.
I see a few lights coming out from James on the cast, but nothing on the actual potential spies so far.
I mean, him lowlighting Toby would probably mean Purloin is seen, especially like now he's so out in the open. Purloin has
presumably,
to be
but no data off of it, and red flirt.
Still, we need to do things. I mean, we do have that book, so we're probably gonna return it incorrectly.
That's probably the idea. I would probably wait and do other missions for about a minute or so before I decided to do that, though.
Fair enough.
I mean, we know James is thinking about book stuff because he just did it himself last game. Here we go. Boom.
And we got shot for that. Well done.
Yeah, I would have hung on to that book a little while longer, I think.
I think so, yeah. I guess Wodar was suspected a little bit for the Purloin and perhaps remembered being there. Hopefully. I'm not sure.
All right, well, James is within 2 now.
Yeah,
And
has
we're
the
going
ability to tie it
to,
up with the sweep of Terrace.
Yep, and Terrace is, one of the few maps where missions have to be cut.
Yep.
We've
And I would
cut
much rather be sniping
swap and
and then
fingerprint.
spying. Yeah.
I'm not sure about cutting fingerprint. I mean that.
I'm not sure about it either. I mean, Specs is so weak on this, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I feel like it's hard to say. It's just like which one is an AI more likely to complete?
I
And
think
honestly, 230. I don't know.
In 230, an AI has to go twice to statues and to different statues, not the same statues, and they have to be in the real BB conversation.
Yeah, it's rough.
And that's a tough sell.
But then, if the sniper isn't tracking fingerprint that well, AI doing fingerprint is not going to matter because it's not going to be seen.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, you gotta. I mean, if fingerprints on, it's not that hard to track fingerprint on this.
And not only that, if a sniper if a sniper's not tracking fingerprint, then it's easier to get away with doing it, and it's a lot easier to get away with doing fingerprints than it is to get away with inspecting.
Yeah, exactly. It's harder to track fingerprint than it is to track inspects.
Right.
But in any event, let's get it started.
Yep, let's go. Right. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, playing it.
And we start at statues, which is a bit painful because it means we're going to burn a bunch of time right off the top in a map that's already pretty thin on time.
Yeah, but it seems we're not gonna suspicious for it.
No, certainly not.
We might just go. Yeah, I was just about to say we might as well. Oh, we need to flirt now.
That
we
sort of
did get
works.
That.
That sort of
34,
works.
lovely.
We got highlight for
both
catching someone on a statue.
Probably.
Although I'm not even sure that justifies a highlight because that was a really risky statue flirt that could have gone very badly. Like
no, but I mean now we do have full statues, so that's one mission. So that's what the.
Oh, you're right. I forgot inspect was turned on. Yeah.
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 People are going to the bar. So probably
I feel like we just die here on banana bread, right?
I don't think so. That's not a bad banana bread. Not great either. We are gonna get another flirt. I think Wodar would pair up that, but
Sunshine.
the leaves, yeah. For those in chat who perhaps not know, Sunshine is a inside joke, which means a steal leaving before you can flirt and similar.
I feel like it's almost become a term of art at this point, just because it's an efficient way to say that the ST bailed on you.
I don't know. I mean, Wodar doesn't like using pause, so I'm not sure about Sunshine.
Yeah, pause isn't really a term of art because like inspect swap is efficient and gets the point across. Yeah, the STs have been mean today. They've been very mean.
Banana bread.
Fake BB.
Oh.
But that he knows that one's not real, so I don't know what the point is.
Fake BB, known as fake, and gets 3 lowlights.
Yeah,
why?
that's just 3 free lowlights. Yeah.
And perhaps just to get Wodar paranoid about the.
And we're moving, and we're gonna bug, and we're gonna die.
Yeah. So yeah, Wodar takes the game 7-4.
And equalizes with the errand at the top of the division. James falls to 1 win and 4 losses, and is going to have to fight to stay out of that bottom 2 with Turnout and Checker.
All right. Yep. That was just sort of unfortunate. That's I mean, I think this is one of the reasons we were talking about adding another 30 seconds to the map. 230 is pretty short amount of time to even to do those that amount of missions. Right.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I guess Terrace, in terms of its place in SCL, will still be evolving. I'm not sure. Kaylee, of course, has the say in that. I wouldn't be surprised.
Most likely, post-season, it's going to have 30 seconds added to it. I think is the most likely. It sort of depends on what Checker does, but
because it's too
and therefore
much
I believe that after the season
yeah.
is when the change will occur.
Yeah, because I think in this case, okay, it's like half match is done, so it's still about equal. Because you still get like one mana cheat for the opponent, and,
Yep.
and afterwards it's just too wishy-washy and too chaos.
Too
Too much chaos.
All right, on to Diamond we go.